Father told me to do this. The Father told me to do that. And we get into this point where it's like, okay, I'm not hearing God. And what do we immediately do? Oh, is there sin in my life? Did I mess up some way? Did I come off the path somewhere? Right?
Yeah.
And usually that answer is no. That answer is usually no. And so the question is, why am I not hearing like I used to? And it's because the Father comes to a place where he no longer wants to dictate your every move to you. He wants to grow you, because I believe that he deposits, when you receive Holy Spirit, you don't receive a baby God. You receive the fullness of who he is. And so as Holy Spirit soaks you, as we allow that working out of salvation that Paul talks about in his letters to the churches, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. As we begin to do that, as we begin to grow, as we begin to mature, he says in Corinthians, we begin to think the thoughts of God. 1 Corinthians 2, who can know the mind of man except for the spirit of man? Who can know the thoughts of God except for the Spirit of God? And we have been given that same Spirit. And so as we begin to think those thoughts, I believe the Father allows us to make those decisions because he trusts us to make his decision. Now, I'm not saying don't ask for counsel, but as my children, in the natural, as your children mature, you shouldn't have to tell them what to do at every moment. They get to a point where you expect them to know what to do, and you give them guidance, you give them counsel, you give them wisdom and direction on the path that they're looking to take, right? And I believe it's the same way with Holy Spirit and Father. That as we pursue this intimacy with the Father, he gives us counsel, he gives us the direction, but it's ultimately our decision that he then comes in and blesses. In fact, one of the declarations I have my children say is, because you are with me, I cannot fail.